Alright, so we're looking at the hole in front of my house. And you can see how much, about 3 weeks ago, somebody came out here and was working here. And look at how much tar they put in there. It's like a foot thick of this fill stuff. And now the city's claiming that my lateral is bad or broken. But it's obvious somebody did some work here. Got my plumber here checking it out. Videotape that. These are clay tiles. So how old do you think that clay tile is?
As old as this house is.
Oh wow. It looks an okay condition though.
Yeah, I don't see any major root intrusions or nothing like that. Normally with clay you see a lot of roots in there, but you don't really have any trees in there.
There's only one tree way up there in the front, but I'm gonna hack that one down. So how many feet are we?
That wasn't loaded up all the way as we started pushing out, but I'll get an exact footage whenever I pull back.
Oh, okay.
Because I'll zero out.
Well, that camera's pretty good. Doesn't look broken anywhere.
Yeah, you got an offset.
So that's the sewer main right there?
That's the city main, yeah. Here, I'll go locate that. Let's get a depth. We'll figure out exactly where that is outside.
Yeah, I don't see any broken pipe there. Might just be a sinkhole. A natural phenomenon sinkhole. They've been happening a lot.
Alright, let's go outside because I can find exactly where my camera.
Alright, gonna go look for the pipe, or the camera, right? That's in the pipe.
I mean, we are right here. But is right there.
That's where the camera's
And
at.
we're 11 feet deep.
11 feet deep.
From the top of this board.
Oh, okay.
So, but that's all the way into the city. My camera's looking right into the city sewer. Yours isn't collapsed. It's got a little minor offset, but no major damage.
All right. So it's not collapsed. So it's just some kind of freak of nature. Could be because there's you can see there's brick under there, old brick road. It could just be collapsing from the age of it.
We're right around 11'9".
11 foot 9 inches down. Wow. What's your name for the camera?
Yeah.
Just so they know.
Mickey Barnard, work for Roto-Rooter.
All right, that's Mickey from Roto-Rooter doing a camera inspection on the sewer pipe. The company I hired, Roto-Rooter. They're licensed. Yeah, I got a YouTube channel with about 3,000 subs.
Oh, you do?
I usually put everything on there.
I see. So, and it'll still.
Yeah, that's the
There you
actual
go.
sewer, huh?
Yeah, that's the city sewer there. There is an offset from where you originally tapped in, but it's kind of a gray area. Your sewer line's fine. To me, it looks like the city main's kind of sinking. More so than your line. Because, I mean, look, that's where you tap in at. And the city, here's your pipe, straight, no damage to it. City sewer, that's the top.
So if I
of the
turn on the
city
water
sewer.
right now, you'll see water go down there?
Eventually, yeah.
Takes
Yep.
a while.
Yeah, it'd take a while to go because we're over 100 something feet from in here to out there. But I'm gonna zero out, and then we'll pull back real slow. Jacksonville, Illinois, camera in from inside the basement out to the city tap to check and inspect the sewer line. There's a sinkhole out in the street, right by where his tap's in. There is an offset on his pipe, right here.
Looks like solder or something, huh?
That's just a separation between the two joints. Your sewer line's not collapsed. That when it does rain, you can get some groundwater and stuff that seeps into there. It can cause stuff to wash in a little bit. But to me, it looks like the city sewer is actually kind of dropping, which is causing yours to want to offset. But your sewer line, it's not collapsed or anything like that. It's intact. It's not cracked. There's no chunks missing.
Okay.
And this is already back onto your property. We're already probably back into your yard. And then there's not even any root intrusions in your line. Clay tile and being aged, the home, it don't look bad. Your clay looks pretty good shape.
Well, it's really not the age of this home, though, because this is built in 1867.
That's probably when that clay pipe was put in.
In the 1800s? They had sewer
I don't
back
know.
then?
I don't know when they would have hooked that up, or how they did it, or how.
I thought they didn't have
septic or what.
I thought they didn't have sewers
They
until
had-
like
They had
later on.
one. Pipe even back in the 1800s.
Oh wow.
Now we're back into your house. Here we are. But it's clay tile almost immediately underneath the ground right here too. So, like right in here you go into clay. And
Yeah.
that probably goes down into clay immediately as well. And that's side right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's this pipe
Oh, okay.
coming into it. And then we'll go over and show you. So I would say you're 103 feet from here to the city tap. And then here's that tie-in.
To the cast iron.
Yeah. Right there. See that chunk?
Oh,
It
yeah,
looks
right
like
there.
a chunk of pipe missing, but that's actually cast right there, stuck into the side of that clay. So that's your tie-in for that.
Do those usually rust underground
They do. That's
over
the,
time?
Yeah. Over time they do. They get skilled. When they're underground, they rust from the inside out plus the outside in.
Go back out. Right there something.
That's a tie-in. Probably from his board range or something. Not from
Pro-
here, not from over there. This would
Not
be all
from
from
over
his
there.
house, yeah.
Over this way would be over there, right?
And then he's got this other tie-in that you see right here. That's his stack over there in that corner. That's his cast iron stack. That's right there.
There's something, there's a pipe drain into that, isn't
Yeah,
there?
Yeah,
that-
the
way
cast
down.
iron.
That's what I'm saying.
That
That's
goes
his
from, there's
cast iron
another
stack right
bathroom over there.
Well, you gotta watch that cast iron. It really collects a lot of rusted
And
stuff.
then you got this tie-in right there.
Whoop, there's a T right back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what that's from.
Could be an old downspout or something.
Well, over this way would be over there, wouldn't it?
Right now, look, this pipe goes
Yeah.
down this way and shoots this way, comes out, and that could be an old downspout or something. Your sewer shouldn't tie in
Well,
way over there on
there's a
this
T.
level.
No, but the neighbors, like I said, if they're hooked on the same line,
Absolutely, this is
that's
too
what I'm
close
trying
for
to
you be
see
tied in.
over this way. If it, right, if I'm looking at right, whoop,
I'll
there's
locate it.
something right there.
I understand that, but what I'm saying to you is this is too close onto his property. I'm barely even in the line. I'm maybe 10 feet. I'm barely even outside.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm probably right at the
So
corner.
what we gotta
Back
do
when
where
this
you-
house was built, they tied the downspouts into the sewer lines.
Yeah,
That's
and then
probably
usually
an
have
old
a,
downspout.
what do you call it, trap in there for your downspouts. It's gotta make a turn here someplace, don't it? Whoop. Losing me there with all that stuff like that. That's an opening there in the sewer. You might have a manhole out here in the yard where that one place there was. See how that that is there? It shouldn't show your tile there if it's the whole same connection, should it?
Yeah, that's just joints where they connect together. You're gonna see, just even in PVC, you're gonna see your joints.
You made the
Yeah,
turn
so
yet?
They got 17 feet over there.
Yeah, 15, 14, 13. 11. Three feet. 2 feet.
And this is his offset right there at the city tap. Goes down.
I just want to know where it made the turn. From where it
Then
made the turn on
that's-
out.
There's his city sewer. That's the top of the city
Yeah,
sewer.
that's the way they used to do it though. Just put the bottom part in and motor over the top part.
There's the
I don't
city
see
line.
anything hook up on that city sewer line though, where it caused that. Yeah, that's the way they used to.
But you shouldn't see the top of the city sewer.
Oh yeah,
Not at all. Not going into it, not originally being put in there.
oh yeah. They just put the bottom part in.
Would depend on how you're tied in though. But this
Well,
here's- this is like the actual top of the city pipe going in like that.
Yeah, I know that, but
Right.
but they just fit the other tile in just a little bit, and there's a little gap up there. They used to take a little brick.
Oh, I know, I dig them
big
up all the
motor stuff.
time.
Yeah, and put over that, and it's just motor the whole thing in.
Oh yeah.
But you'll see that on the camera.
But his pipe is 100% not cracked, nothing. It's got an offset, but that's the city sewer, gonna have the same offsets as well.
Yep, that's a clean hookup. I see
Yeah.
them where they.
These, here, I'm gonna record it.
Right there's the hookup. Yeah, and there ain't a damn thing with that hookup there. See, they had crews in. I started in '72, and it's 74 or something. They had a crew come in from Iowa, I think, 2 different times, and I was right with them when they was televising that. And a lot of them like that.
So everything look good to you, Bob?
I'm gonna shut that off.
The hookup is, but I couldn't see where. I wanted to know from where you made that turn going out the sewer. See if this other place is hooked
I'm gonna
onto
pull
it.
back
I think
and
David said
locate
it,
his
his is
line
hooked up
through
over
his
there to the
yard.
other neighbor.
Is it?
I think David said his is on the other neighbors.
Hmm.
They're hooked up over
That's
there.
what he thinks.
Yeah. that's what
I've
he
seen
thinks.
places, guys, that you wouldn't believe.
I'm just waiting for that to stop so I can shut it down and then start another recording.
So you need a report to take out to the city and talk to them about it.
it's a gray area because his sewer
Sal-
line's
Sally
perfectly
Long.
fine.
Used to be the over the office manager and stuff. She'll probably get a hold of somebody if you can call up there and ask for Sally Long, tell them the problem you're running into. Man, it takes a lot of money to dig out in that street.
It does.
A lot of money.
And I'll pull back probably
Tell me where
20
you
or
see.
30 feet, and then we'll locate a spot where it's on your property. That way you know exactly how it kind of runs out. And then I'll pull back a little bit more, and we'll locate it again.
From the turn, that's what'd be interesting for me, where it turns and goes out to
Yeah.
the street.
Yeah, David said he had his hooked
Yeah,
up
would you
over
get-
there. And he showed me that where they did it for $8,000, and he even showed me the spot where they dug the
Mhm.
concrete. He said it was tied into that house, to his neighbor's house, to the other house.
Mm-hmm.
And they was having sewer problems, wasn't they,
Years ago, he
before
said.
before they moved in? Not him, but the people on the other side.
Yeah.
They was fitting in a bucket.
Because where they
Well, if you
originally
had to
stubbed
come
that
up
in.
there where you could really see it. But that's where a lot of them looks over the stub in. Like I said, the bottom part of the clay tile come from the house is laying in there about an inch on the bottom part. And they Mickey Mouse at now they got them Fernco regular sewer tap deals. You got to put 2 bands around them and put them on the sewer, the main line.
We use strong backs instead of those Fernco's. There's still a Fernco, but it's
Uh-huh.
there's a difference.
The
There's
back when they put this in,
$140 price difference between the ones that we use and the ones that you get at like Lowe's or something.
well, this is they ordered from a regular plumbing place. It was nice hookup
Oh,
deals,
yeah.
but it was a hell of a deal for the plumbers to dig around. You know, they dug down, but you got to dig clear around the pipe, put them 2
Mhm.
stainless steel bands around them. But to me, that looks good right there at the hookup.
Oh yeah. He's flowing all the way in, no backups,
Mhm.
nothing. You don't even have any root intrusions on the clay, which I was pretty surprised about.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see with him having a 100-something foot sewer line of majority clay tile, you would expect to see stress fractures or something. There ain't none of that. He's got, like I said, he's got those sections of pipe that drop down to going into the city main with little offsets, but his pipe's still intact. There's no, I mean, come on, load up.
If it works out like it should, the city ought to try to dig down to it and see what it is, and they'll charge you for the.
I don't see why they would have to charge him to do anything.
But the city wasn't responsible for that, the way them hookups are. But I've seen them where they drop down in the sewer, but that's laid flat right into the sewer to where they collapse, you know, right at the hookup. How many feet is it when you come to the boulevard at the curb line from that right there where your hookup is? Have you ever?
His sewer line's 103 feet from here.
No, I mean from the curb,
Huh.
from the boulevard. When you start pulling back, can you tell how many foots right there from out in the street goes out in the street?
I can get a tape measure and measure it. From
No, I
where-
mean on this.
on this?
Yeah.
Well, I can't see where the curb starts and stops from in here,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't even be able to tell you that.
But he didn't mark it out there. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
it's like
marked.
8 feet away from the curb.
Here's at the city tap. This here goes down into the city sewer here.
That's what I can't understand. What's it doing there? It looked like it's underwater.
There's gonna be some water in the city sewer. There's a lot of people using water. Got a couple.
No, I don't mean out in the sewer. I mean the sewer tap line.
We got a couple offsets that are in the line, but nothing major. Pipe's still intact. About 103 feet away. Going back towards the house now.
See, they got a 4-inch running in a 6-inch there. Look like.
This is all 6 inch. And I'm gonna pause this to go locate where it is out in your yard. See how it runs. Excuse me.
So that's 13 feet in. I thought you were looking for gold. About 13 feet, huh? Yeah, it looks about 13. 1, 2. Yeah, it's 13 feet away.
Trying to run it back up into the house. gonna pull back a little bit and then we'll paint it about another 13 feet in.
That goes right in here. That's just about 30 feet. All right, 30 feet out, right next to the tree.
Comes right at an angle.
Yep, at an angle. Awesome.
How many feet is it when you come to the boulevard at the curb line from that right there where your hookup is? Did you ever?
His sewer line's 103 feet from here.
I mean from the curb,
Huh.
from the boulevard when you start pulling back, and you tell how many foot's right there from out in the street goes out in the street.
I can get a tape measure and measure it. From
No, I
where,
mean on this.
on this?
Yeah.
Well, I can't see where the curb starts and stops from in here. So I wouldn't even be able to tell you that.
But he didn't mark it out there. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's marked.
Like 8 feet away from the curb. Something like that.
And what's the address here?
807 South Main.
807 South Main, Jacksonville, Illinois. This here is at the city tap. Up here, it goes down into the city sewer here.
That's what I can't understand. What it's doing. That looked like it's underwater, wasn't it?
Yeah, there's gonna be some water in the city sewer. There's a lot of people using water. Got a couple.
No, I don't mean out in the sewer. I mean the sewer tap line.
You've got a couple offsets that are in the line, but nothing major. Pipe's still intact. About 103 feet away. Going back towards the house now.
See, they got a 4-inch running and a 6-inch there. It looked like.
This is all 6-inch. And I'm gonna pause. You shouldn't be able to see the top. That's like the only route that I see in your line. And that's just a little guy. I don't even call him an owner. Another grease spot right there.
Well, hopefully that's good enough for the city.